Man, Anthony Edwards got me blushing like a schoolgirl. Of course, the full team shows up for a 45-point win in Game 6, but as with every enormous Timberwolves moment of this season, it starts and his most important comes back to Anthony Edwards. So let's talk about that, how he led us into this game, and of course we're going to cover everyone in this video, but Ant first. And in that first quarter, he goes out and scores 14 points. That's a way to start a game. A must-need elimination game. What also happens 14 points in that first quarter? That's how much the Nuggets scored as well. So Anthony Edwards has as many points as the Nuggets through the first quarter. Defense absolutely stepped up. Gobert looking like the defensive player of the year in this one, playing too so well in many situations, making everything difficult for Jokic. Not unstoppable, but very impressive. And Ant, even on the bench, he is really helping this team with his leadership as well. We have that big 20-0 run to balloon our lead in the first quarter. Second quarter, they get it down to 12. You see them kind of percolating a little bit, getting ready to go on a run. Naz Reid sees some contact at the rim. No call, falls over. He's complaining. Anthony Edwards, settle down. Settle down. Keeping everybody calm, making sure we don't lose our head, get Denver an opportunity to go on a run. Halftime, I believe it was, or at least later in the game. We're not getting complacent with this lead. I've been talking about this. Keep your foot on the gas. When you go up by 50 and you win by 45, do you think that team's listening? Do you think that team's responding to Anthony Edwards? Do you think that team is also blushing a little bit when Ant hits that step back fake the three drive in for a slam? How do you not? How do you not? And then next possession, he's driving, gets hit hard, lands straight on his back, laying on the ground. It don't matter for the one with Wolverine blood. The Ant with Wolverine blood. He's back up, picking up full court on Jamal Murray, pressing up for multiple possessions after that. He ain't done. As he's hitting these super fly plays throughout the rest of the game. Stone-faced. Stone-faced. He's ready for Game 7 too. And hey, the Nuggets are champs. The Nuggets have the best basketball player in the world. They have a wonderfully constructed team, and they're at home. And they're an amazing home team. So this is one game. That's been the story of this series. Like, it's one game. We've been whooping ass in all our wins. They have been in all their wins. So it all comes down to one game, and we have Anthony Edwards. So you gotta feel at least okay with our chances, you know? Dude is so special. He's wired the right way. He's going to step up. He's going to do it the right way. He's going to give the credit to others and help them elevate as well. It is just joyous and lovely to see. We'll see you in Game 7. Oh, all right, let's stop gushing about Ant and get on to some other things with this game. Another thing I really liked in our start, by the way, 9-2 was the score for the Nuggets at the start of that game, if you were unaware. And then we have that 20-0 run in response to that and immediately respond in a big way. Jaden McDaniels, especially a huge part of that. You see the two-way action of him. Big-time jumpers, elevating around the rim, finishing dunks, and also a putback at the end of the half. Us finishing a half well is also a big impact because that's been something we've been on the opposite end throughout this series with Jamal's insane half-court shot. But he was locked up. Nuggets were also just missing jumpers in this game severely. They were not hitting near the same clip of good looks that they have been throughout the last 3 games. And so that is notable. Also, they shot as many threes in the first half of this game as they did in the entire game for Game 5. And what's been really brutal and a switch around that I don't think is sustainable for the Wolves is that they had a huge advantage in points in the paint, and they were dominating us around the rim. They were much more perimeter-oriented in this one, and they were missing them. That is huge for us. The Nuggets all season long have not been a high-volume three-point shooting team, so I think them getting up 35-plus looks is a lot more preferable, like they did tonight, versus them being super efficient, floating us to death with Jokic shots and getting looks at the rim, him having dump downs, other kickouts. And I think most of those kickouts were more for threes and people that were a little bit more okay with shooting, although Aaron Gordon continues to just light it up with the jumper in this series. Man, he's been special. But Gobert, I also mentioned, he really showed out tonight, and you're seeing the elements of this team when they click at their best. I think our best ball is as good as anyone's best ball, and most of that is because no one can match our defense. So holding the Nuggets to 70 points is absurd. And I also liked a lot of Karl Anthony Towns' game. He was really battling on the boards, significant impact there. I also liked that his drives were a lot more controlled in this game for the most part. And especially early on, it looked like he was working to engage the help defender so he could get a dump down to Gobert. And I think that's a good focus for him because he thinks a lot more, is more in control, which is the key thing with cat drives. And he is still a good passer. He's capable. So I liked that. And when Gobert's more involved, I feel like his entire game just improves and steps up. So all that is good. Mike Conley back at the helm making big plays is also lovely. Chase down, well, not a chase down, but block from behind off the backboard was so amazing too. And I am so happy that we did not end the season on a 4-game losing streak and doing it at home. This crowd was spectacular. It's been a party at Target Center all season long. The fans deserve this one. They were raucous all the way through, and it made me so joyous seeing how that arena was elevated. And I'm really happy that we did that in this series after 2 complete flops of home games before that. So that was very redeeming. I think just about regardless, I'm really happy with how this season has turned out going into Game 7. Want this one. Still believe in the team. It's going to be one impressive win if we pull it out. And I am not doubting Ant and the rest of the squad because they can do it. They've been stepping up all year long. Also, I kind of like that our bench really smacked up the Nuggets throughout this one too. Finally, we took the bench advantage back. And that bodes well because Game 7, there's almost always like a role player or 2 or someone that you don't expect to normally have a big game that really steps up, has some crucial moments. I think the Wolves have more of the players capable of that than the Nuggets. We will see. You never know what's going to happen. But I like that our role players got grooving. Nikhil hitting threes again in this one with wonderful confidence. Nas, not super efficient, but great moments. We were focusing, getting him involved in the post. And man, I'm so excited for this Game 7. Happy with how we have approached things. We've got a guy, regardless going into the future. Hey, this is such crucial experience that's going to help us out. And Ant, how do you not believe in that guy? Oh, feels good, feels good. That's all I got for you. See you in Game 7. Peace out.